Elders always say their prayers for everybody, not only the people here, but it's for everybody that is included in this little project, I'll say. So, but it's huge, I know, but it's this many people, and then we're going to get more people. So I'd like to thank you for being quiet and listening. Thank you.
So, Orange Shirt Day is actually September 29th, but that's on a Sunday, so we decided to do the festivities honoring today a little early, but nonetheless the same. And Orange Shirt Day, I'm just reading from the internet what it is. It's a movement that officially began in 2013, but it actually began in 1973 when a student named Phyllis Webstad entered the St. Joseph Mission Residential School outside of Williams Lake, British Columbia. And she was wearing an orange shirt that day. It was a brand new orange shirt. And she said that new clothes were saved for special occasions. They were, not every day she got new clothes, but she had a new shirt, especially for her first day of school. And when she got to the residential school, as happened when you went, your clothes were taken from you and you were given a uniform, you were given a number, and you weren't allowed your own clothes. So her shirt was taken from her and it was replaced with a uniform, and she never saw her shirt again. So she was deeply impacted by what happened to her at the school. She only went for 1 year, she said, but it affected her life. She said, "I finally get it, that feeling of worthlessness and insignificance ingrained in me from my first day at the school." She called it a mission, but it was a school. "It affected the way I lived my life for many years. Even now, when I know nothing could be further from the truth, I sometimes feel like I don't matter." And that's why the motto for today is "Every child matters." And that's what you see with Orange Shirt Day. We have that on our shirts, is "Every child matters." Because when the students went to Indian residential school, they weren't treated as individuals. They were treated like they had a number, and they weren't really given any special attention individually. There's a lot of bad things that happen in the schools, and what happened to them affected them for the rest of their life. And it affects, even if you have family members who went to Indian residential school, in some way you'll be affected, because everybody is. And we're trying to break those cycles of what happened in those schools. Those are called intergenerational effects. So those affect everybody. And there's a lot of people from this area who went to Indian residential school, and I would say every Indigenous family is affected by it. And you might not understand that now, but when you're older, you may think about it and it might make sense, because everybody is affected by Indian residential school. Even the non-native people are affected by Indian residential school, because it affects all of society. And I'm not going to talk about the bad things that happened there specifically today, but it's important that we remember Indian residential school, even if it was bad, so it doesn't happen again. And that's why Orange Shirt Day is important, is because we don't want our children to be taken away from us anymore. And that's what residential school did. It took away the children, and it tried to assimilate the children. That means that the schools and the government and the churches, they didn't want Indians to continue their way of life, to practice their culture, to speak their language. When you went to Indian residential school, if you had long hair, they cut off your hair, because they didn't want you to practice your culture. And that's one thing that they did. So it's important that we remember that, so it doesn't happen again. And that's why we want this graveyard to be remembered and designated a heritage site, so that people know that that was part of our history. Because Canadian history and the treatment of how they treated the Indigenous people hasn't always been good. And those stories have to come out, even if they're bad to hear, hard to hear. They need to be remembered.